Hey guys, it's Ariana and welcome to my book nook. I am coming to you guys today with a reading vlog. So in my previous video, me, Stacy, and Krista all went shopping at Barnes and we decided that we were going to buy a book each for the other person that they had to read. And so I'm doing my first reading vlog where I'm going to be reading these books that my friends bought me. They bought it with the intention that I would hopefully love them. So we are going to test it out. And you guys haven't seen my whole room, but this is where I live. Woo! Full 360. Woo! Okay. I got this one from Krista. Yeah. Get this out of here. Yeah, and here's my bookshelf. Whoop. I got this from Krista, and Stacy got me Once Upon a Broken Heart, which I sadly already owned, which is right here, but I still appreciate the sentiment because sometimes I feel bad reading the Fairy Loot ones because they're just so well made. So this is perfect. I can read it and annotate it the way I like to. Okay, so here we are. We got Blade of Secrets and Once Upon a Heart, and I'm essentially just gonna read them. I'll come back to you guys with updates. I'm wondering which one I should read first, actually. Ooh. Okay, let's decide that right now. Hold on. Which one should I read first? This is Krista's, this is Stacy's. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a tiger by the toe. If you holler, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Boom. Okay, we'll start with Krista's Blade of Secrets. I'm actually really looking forward to Stacy's only because I know this book and I've been wanting to read it for a while. This one, I've never even heard of. Krista said she grabbed it because she knew I wouldn't have grabbed it based on the cover. I know it's the same author, I believe, of Shadow Between Us, which I actually gave a bad rating, but hopefully I like this one a bit better. I think I had a problem with, in Shadows Between Us, I had a problem with the Insta type love that seemed to happen even though it was enemies to lovers. It didn't feel super enemies to me. She just kept like being super attracted to him and then being like, oh, I had to kill him, but he's so hot, you know, like, I don't know, I wasn't super into it, but hopefully we like this better, and we are going to start with this. First of all, I forgot to apologize for how I look. I am going at this straight, you know, barefaced, whatever, because it's a nice relaxing Sunday. We are only 30 pages in, and 34 pages to be exact. And this girl, Ziva, is getting on my nerves just a little bit. I feel like her... And this is said in the summary, so it's not really a spoiler, but I feel like her goals in life, her morals don't make a lot of sense. She says she wants to make the world a safer place, and her weapons are supposed to do that. And of course, you know, I'm like, because my knee-jerk reaction is, how can a weapon make the place safer? You know what I mean? Because ultimately, weapons are to kill. You know what I mean? They can be to protect, but so that was my knee-jerk reaction. I was like, okay. And then it says in the summary that she ends up making a warlord a weapon, and you know, we meet the warlord, and she says she's in town to commission a piece, and she's stopping by, you know, her forge to get one made by her, the main character. And she's like, I very much like to make something for you and mean it. And my knee-jerk reaction is, how does making a warlord for a weapon, like a weapon, make sense for your, I want to make the world safer? She's a warlord. Like, I'm confused. Is this like a good warlord or something? I'm confused because warlord always seems to have a negative connotation to me, so I'm confused why it seems like making a bad person a weapon makes the world safer? I don't know. Feel free to tell me. Okay, you guys, I am back. I'm on page 74. You probably can't see this if I do this, or if I block my face. I don't know. But Ziva's getting on my damn nerves. I can't. And I can't even DNF this book because the whole point is I have to read it. Like, I have to finish it. She's just like, okay. I really do like that the author gave her anxiety. I think that's really, you know, different and interesting, especially as somebody, like, I wouldn't say I have a big problem with anxiety, but I do get anxiety. So I feel like, you know, that's really cool and all of that. But her whole, like I just said, like, her whole moral dilemma is just like, it's killing me. Because and once again, this is all in the summary. I just didn't realize the way it came about was so stupid. Like, she has the audacity to give a warlord, thank goodness for my translucent post-its, by the way. I've been using those because she's getting on my nerves. I can't stand her. Look, I will show you all the times that with Ziva, I'm like, Ziva, this don't sound very peaceful. Okay, like right here, right? The warlord literally says, when she's commissioning the weapon, I want you to outdo yourself. I want you to treat my sword as though it is the weapon you've been practicing for your entire life. It is to be of immense power, something that can defeat many opponents at a time, something that could bring nations to their knees. I said, this doesn't sound peaceful. Yeah, right? So she clearly wants the weapon for war, obviously, right? She leaves, her and her sister talk, right? And they're like, oh, she's so powerful. How many people do you think she's killed? Maybe that's it, all the death that surrounds her. I'd imagine it's somewhere in the hundreds, thousands, I bet. And I literally say, at this point, you wanting to make the world safer was bullshit. Because they know she's clearly evil. Like, she literally just threatened to kill people low-key. And they're like, wow, how many people do you think she's killed? Yeah, let's still make her this sword. Like, what? Right? So, story. Oh, that orange, by the way, is for parts where I get mad or frustrated. Ziva literally says right here, I abhor violence. I make magical weapons to discourage violence. What? Only a fool would cross swords. That don't mean shit. That don't mean shit. See what? That don't mean shit. Well, this is all in the summary, by the way. It's the setup that they tell us in the summary. And so obviously she makes a sword that is able to read secrets, right? The Blade of Secrets. So she, not read secrets, but like if it cuts you, like you'll know the sequence, you know, whatever. You get what I'm saying. She's telling her sister, like, oh my gosh, no, it's the warlord. Remember when I told you about the weapon? It revealed the secrets of the people it cuts. Kimura. She intends to enslave all of Gadra and rule over everyone. She's gonna take me with her tomorrow. Everyone's in danger. Neither of us speak as the way of the words settle. What do we do? I have to, like, are you serious right now? Are you serious? You can't be serious. You cannot be serious. The way this is even focusing. Okay, you can't be serious right now. Like, literally, there's no way. Ziva, there's no way you didn't see this coming a mile away. Wow, I wonder why this warlord could be commissioning me for a weapon. It's definitely not for war. What did you think she wanted the weapon for? She even said she wouldn't hang it on the wall. She would. I don't understand. I'm lost. I must not be understanding something. Like, I must be the one not understanding something. Because she legitimately seems shocked that the warlord has nasty plans for this sword. And I'm like, yeah, she's a warlord. I'm currently texting Krista to tell her the bad news about this book, that I am not enjoying myself. So yeah, I'm still reading this book. We have gotten a bit farther. Now, would I say it's good? No. If I were to rate it right now, I would give it 2 stars. But at the beginning, it definitely would have been just 1 star. It has a bit of comedy going now. It has a tiny bit of romance. You see my little pink slip? That's the romance. So it's kind of improving. Still not a huge fan. I appreciate Krista for buying me the book though. And for thinking that I will love it. I love you. But yeah, we're gonna just keep going at it. I'll let you guys know when I have another update. Right now, I wanna say, if y'all can see that, I'm like halfway done with the book. So, who knows where it will go from here. Hopefully I don't get tired. My goal is to try to finish this book today, because I think if I stop reading it for like even a day, I'm not gonna come back. Like, I'm not. So I need to force myself to just like complete it right now. You know what I mean? So let's hope that can work. And yeah, there's my update for y'all. I will see you guys in a bit. So I'm still reading this damn book. And I'm watching Lala. Watching, listening as I read. I always read and multitask. But Keelan is getting on my damn nerves. Honestly, I don't like many characters in this book. Besides, I don't know, maybe the sister. She's getting on my nerves a bit too. Don't like the main character all that much. I like Patrick, even though I keep reading it as Patrick. I like him. Kellen's getting on my nerves, and this is gonna be all spoiler, but essentially right now, you know, it's magic based, all of that. And essentially they were being hunted down by, you know, some family members for practicing magic, and the sister gets dragged away, essentially like gonna get executed. And you know, the main character, Ziva, she goes to Kellen and she's like, you have to help us, my sister's gonna die. And he's essentially like, I ain't doing it without a check, you know what I mean? He's a mercenary. He's like, you gotta pay me. And she's pissed because like she thought they were friends, and he had the galls to say that while she was about to die. So she just like threw all her money at him and was like, here, you and he came afterwards, and then he feels so bad for doing that, but he don't feel bad enough to give her money back. Like, are you serious right now? And then you know, Invisible's assassins are trying to kill them, and he's essentially like, you never told me who was coming after you. I'm out. And I'm like, dude, you were just talking about how bad you felt for abandoning her sister. Now you're like, F it, I'm abandoning both of them. Like, he makes no sense to me. Like, his whole character makes 0 sense to me. And I'm sure maybe it'll make more sense once we figure out why he wants his money so badly. I'm sure it's for, you know, very, you know, nice means, like a family member is sick or something like that. Like, he really needs it for something important. But I do not like him. And there is only this much of the book left. Look, this is where I'm at. I'm more than halfway done. There's only this much of the book left, and I don't see how I'm gonna like him by the end of the book. We'll see, y'all. But it's not looking very good at the moment. So yeah, I will let you guys know. I'll keep you updated, but not looking good. Though I will say I have been turning the pages. This has moved up definitely to like maybe 2.5 stars.
Marshall, and this is a YA horror mystery. I'm assuming it's also thriller. Helen has to stay in her
Okay, y'all. It is 1:14 a.m. I have finished Blades of Secrets. There we go, all tabbed up. And I don't know what to think right now. I'm also slightly tired, so I feel slightly delirious. But the ending did pick up a bit, I will say. Sorry for this angle. I cannot be bothered at the moment. The ending did pick up a bit at the end. Obviously, it's the ending. Oh my gosh, what am I even saying? The book picked up a bit. The book picked up a bit. The book picked up a bit at the end. But the main hero was just so annoying. I can't stand him. Kelly, whatever that man's name is. I can't stand him. He's so annoying. Ended on a cliffhanger, which sadly makes me want to read the second book, even though I'm not sure if I loved the first one that much. I'm settling on 2.5 stars. Definitely went up 0.5 stars from where I was, so it did improve, but it didn't improve to the point where I'm like, oh yeah, like we're at 3 stars, we're at 4 stars, you know what I mean? Like, it improved a bit. The pacing was kind of weird. I won't really do spoilers, but we do know they go on a journey. And I will say they do a 1-month journey in like 2 chapters. And I didn't even know it had been a month. Like, it felt like it had been a few days. I had no idea it was a month until they suddenly told me. And I was like, what the heck? It did that kind of thing where a lot of stuff happens at the very end. And I hate when that happens, because I feel like always in the last like 3 pages, I'm like, it's just like, because, you know, they're trying to, you know, get you to buy the next book. They're trying to keep you interested, and I totally understand that. But, like, keeping every single interesting thing to the very end, I'm not a huge fan of. I hate that. I will say I think this book was better than Shadows Between Us. I do think this was better than Shadows Between Us. But I will say that I think the romance is better, maybe, in Shadows Between Us, and that's saying a lot. I felt no romance between these two at all. It was a lot of telling and not showing. There wasn't a lot going on where we could feel that, wow, he really, like, you know what I mean? And I also never felt connected to him. I personally never even thought he was a good guy. Like, they tried to make us think he was a good guy at the end, but like, he was always annoying to me, and at the end he's still annoying to me. So like, I'm not sure how to feel about him. I'm still annoyed with her because her stupid decision started the need for this book anyway, which I get it. Obviously she had to be stupid in order for there to be a book, but like, I just can't understand the whole warlord thing. Like, I'm never gonna get over it. Why would she make a weapon for a warlord in the first place if she's against violence? Now you guys know what I look like right before I go to sleep. But that was the first book done in my reading vlog. Now I just need to read Once Upon a Broken Heart, which I might attempt to start tomorrow. But I have work tomorrow all day, 9 to 6, so I might read it once I get home, or I might wait for Tuesday or even my off day. I don't know, but I am going to read that next. And for me, that's going to be hours. For you guys, is going to be this very next clip. But thank you guys for watching this first book, and I will see you for the second one. Okay, you guys, I have been not reading as I should the last couple of days. I just finished It Happened One Summer, and you will hear my thoughts about this and my wrap up for February. But I also finished Not the Witch You Read. So I was reading, but I wasn't reading the book I was supposed to read, which is the book for this vlog, Once Upon a Broken Heart, which is the one that Stacy bought me. I took a big, you know, rom-com break, and now I'm going to read this. It's been like maybe a week almost since I finished Krista's book, which you guys just saw like 5 seconds ago. Sorry for how I look. I'm looking wild. That's because it is, sorry, I'm looking crazy, y'all. It is 10:20 p.m. right now on a Sunday. So I have work tomorrow at 9 a.m. but I'm going to try to at least get some of this book done. So I feel like I'm progressing even a little bit. That's the plan. And yeah, let's hope I like this one a bit more than I liked Blade of Secrets. Look how pretty this book is, but I'm going to stop here for the night. I'm finishing off on chapter 7. I'm tired. This book, I'm liking how it's feeling, but it's like your typical fantasy where this whole first part right now, I'm just confused a bit because like we just hop straight into that shit. Like I'm trying to catch my, you know, like catch up on what's going on, and they're just throwing words at me and world building, and it's going quick, and I'm trying to adjust. So still feeling a little like confused what's happening. Things are happening fast.
Do with these romance books. So I was really happy and really excited to read this book.
So hey y'all, it has been a couple of days since I have updated you. It is once again late at night because I have work, and so that's why I look crazy. I'm currently watching Krista's latest video, so you guys should check it out if you haven't. Krista's Little Library. Oh, this zooms in nice. February wrap up 2022. Oh goodness, my camera died. It is, what time is it? Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 12:33 a.m.
Wow, okay, it is 12:33 a.m. and I am on,
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I am on chapter 27. I am a good halfway. I think I'm gonna be done for today, so this is a new chapter. So I'm thinking I'm gonna finish this tomorrow, hopefully. And I'm enjoying it. I don't know, I'm not like scarfing it down, but I'm not overly not enjoying it, if it makes sense. Like this isn't like, wow, biggest page turner in the world, but it's fine. I think I'm just currently, I don't feel connected to really any of the characters. Jax sounds cool. I like him, even though he's twisted. Evangeline, there's nothing overly bad about her. I do like how she seems to put others above herself, usually. She seems nice, but it's just sometimes she's a little, what's the word? Like, she's too trusting, if anything, and that could get a little frustrating. Other than that, it's kind of meh. I can see where the love triangle is forming, but at the moment I'm not really feeling it. I guess Jax, I don't know if this is enemies to lovers at all. I guess her and Jax could be enemies, but it doesn't feel overly antagonistic. They're just obviously not friends, if that makes sense. And then her and the prince, there's not really much of a relationship going on there either. So right now I'm not feeling overly connected to the characters. The story is fine. If I were to rate this right now, I'd probably give it, I don't know, 3 stars, maybe 3.5. Good, but not great. Also, look, I lost a nail. This is so sad. I will update you guys tomorrow when I wake up and start reading again. Goal is to finish this tomorrow, so let's hope we can do that, because I want to be finished with this vlog, because I really want to read, I think I want to read Finland Donovan is killing it. I want to read that next, but I had to get these out first. Oh my gosh, and I have to still film my reading wrap up for February. Yeah, there's a lot to get done, so I need to get this book out of the way so I can move on with my life. But I will see you guys later tomorrow. Hey y'all, not a big update. It's been like 18 hours since I filmed, and I did nothing the entire day, including not reading. So there is that. But I'm going to play a game called Lost Ark with Stacy in a bit. Krista's not really into it because y'all know she doesn't really like fantasy, so she wouldn't like such a high fantasy game, but I'm gonna play that with Stacy at 7:30. It is currently 7:15, So let's see if I could read one chapter at least, maybe in 15 minutes. That would be nice. So I at least feel like I made some progress today. And then once Stacy hops off, because she usually goes to bed kind of early, I will read more. Hey y'all, I am back to reading this book again, Once Upon a Broken Heart. I just finished, I feel like I'm always yawning, oh my goodness. I just finished my February wrap up that I just posted. And I posted a TikTok if you want to follow me over there. And yeah, I'm feeling kind of productive today. I wasn't in the right headspace to like clean up and do all that. So I was like, F it, I'ma just get stuff done regardless. So my room's still a mess, but I want to keep the momentum going and try to see if we can get through this book. I just want to finish it so I can move on. And that's not saying anything about this book. I just have so many books I want to read, so I'm like, let's go. So Krista said hi YouTube. Make sure to check her out, of course, and we will see if we can finish the stupid book. I mean, not stupid, sorry, I'm taking it on the book. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to read. Yeah, there we go. Okay, you guys, I finally finished Once Upon a Broken Heart. Final thoughts. First of all, this almost put me into a slump. It took me forever to finish it because I kept wanting to not pick it up and I just wanted to read something else and I just didn't feel like reading this. It just felt like the general premise of the book was good, but it just felt like it was always missing something. And as I was going through reviews on Goodreads, somebody mentioned something that I completely agree with. This feels like nothing but a book to make a sequel. Like, it's just a book that was made to make the sequel. I feel like I learned nothing in this book. I don't even know if I liked their characters. I don't know if I like Jax. I don't know if I like, oh gosh, what was the main girl's name? See, I can't remember. The romance barely existed to me, like literally barely existed, and any romance that did exist existed under false pretenses. And we'll just get in a bit of spoiler territory, so this is your warning. Get out of here if you're planning to read Once Upon a Broken Heart. I didn't like Eva and Jack's relationship really almost at all. All he does is manipulate and everything, which obviously is his thing, but it's to the point where it's like, okay, so I don't understand how they would be together. And then the guy I even kind of liked, Apollo, only liked her because of magic and curses and all this stuff, and we see him die. So once he died, I was like, whatever. But then the end of the book is like, he's not dead, and I'm like, okay. Like, I didn't feel any, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? Like, I felt no excitement while reading this book. I was just trying to get through it, and it felt like the book was also just trying to get through it so we could get to the sequel, which isn't even out yet. We learned that her sister is kind of, you know, evil, but then she immediately forgives her sister anyway for what she did, and then it's just like, so what was the point? Like, I legitimately feel like there was no point to this book. And I'm sad because I have the Fairy Loot edition. So I was really excited actually when Stacy got me this one, because I have the Fairy Loot edition, and I was really excited to read the Fairy Loot edition because, like, quick tour around my room, but everything's pink, right? I love the color pink. It's my favorite color. I absolutely love it. And so when I got this Fairy Loot book and it was pink with pink sprayed edges, I was like, oh my gosh, yes! This book is gonna be amazing! Like, I was so freaking excited for this book. And now you guys see how my clothes are matching. And now I'm just like, what was the point of everything. Like, the art was so good. But I did not care about these characters, which sucks. Because I really like the Fairy Loot edition of this book. It's gorgeous. And I hate having such a pretty edition of a book I really did not care for that much. So it kind of sucks. Obviously, I'll read the sequel. Maybe this book just needs more, I think, is what it's ultimately coming down to. It just needed way more. And it not having all of that kind of felt like there was so much missing out of the book. Like, their relationship, Jax and Eva's, would have been amazing if I felt like we saw their relationship, but we really didn't for like most of the book. And then towards the end, we kind of saw a bit, but not to the point I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, I love them together, they're so cute, like, I felt none of that. Legitimately felt none of that. So kind of sad. But yeah, that was my first reading vlog. Thank you guys for sticking around. It sucks that my first reading vlog, I didn't like either of the books. But hopefully in the future, I will, you know, keep doing more of these. And hopefully we'll see some where I'm like in love with the book. So follow me on Instagram if you want more of my updates as I'm reading. Follow me on Goodreads if you want like the quickest updates of like what I rated stuff. And thank you guys for watching. If you have any recommendations for books I should read that maybe are like the two that I read in this, but maybe that I would like more, please let me know. I will definitely look into them. And thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, bye.